In the heart of Barcelona rises one of the most extraordinary churches in the world, the Basílica de la Sagrada Família, with its forest-like columns, surreal spires, and façades covered in biblical sculptures. It looks nothing like a traditional cathedral. Visitors often wonder, why does it look this way, and who has paid for its construction, which has stretched on for more than 140 years. The answer begins with Antoni Gaudí, the Catalan architect, who took over the project in 1883. Originally, the church was meant to be a standard neo-Gothic temple, but Gaudí transformed it into something completely new, blending Gothic elements with forms inspired by nature. Instead of straight lines and flat walls, Gaudí imagined columns that resemble tree trunks, branching out to support the vaults like a forest canopy. Light filters down through stained glass windows in shifting colors, creating the effect of sunlight streaming through leaves. For Gaudí, nature was God's greatest creation, and the church itself had to reflect that divine harmony. The Sagrada Família also looks unusual because its façades are covered with detailed sculptures that tell the story of Christ's life. The Nativity façade bursts with animals, plants, and joyous scenes of Christ's birth. The Passion façade is stark and angular, reflecting the suffering of the crucifixion. The Glory façade, still under construction, will symbolize Christ's resurrection and eternal life. In this way, Gaudí designed the church as a Bible in stone. One of the most remarkable facts about the Sagrada Família is that it has never been funded by the government or the church hierarchy. The project began in 1882 when a wealthy bookseller, Josep Maria Bocabella, wanted to build an expiatory temple funded entirely by private donations. Gaudí embraced this principle, and to this day, the Basilica is financed almost entirely through donations and visitor entrance fees. This reliance on public support is one reason construction has taken so long. After Gaudí's death in 1926, progress slowed, and the Spanish Civil War caused further delays. For decades, only small amounts of work could be done as funds trickled in. In recent decades, tourism has provided steady funding. The church is expected to be completed sometime in the 2030s, nearly 150 years after work began. The Sagrada Família looks unusual because it is more than a church. It is a living expression of Gaudí's belief that architecture should imitate the beauty of nature and tell the story of faith. Its soaring spires, organic shapes, and richly carved façades set it apart from any other cathedral in the world. And unlike most great monuments, it has been built not by kings or popes, but by the contributions of ordinary people and the devotion of visitors. That is why the Sagrada Família is not only a masterpiece of architecture, but also a symbol of community faith and patience, still growing, like a living forest in the heart of Barcelona.